I test my ideals. I don't just believe something or state a thing without testing my own thoughts. I said a long time ago I would never create a philosophy that I cannot live in harmony with. So I test my ideals. I see if they work. I question my own thinking. That's the one thing that many people in this world don't do. They don't even question their own thinking. I mean, forget about the thinking of other people or some authority figure. Your own questions. The answers that you give yourself, so to speak. You know, do you question what you believe? I do. I question it every single day. You know, am I right in thinking this? Am I right in believing this? And I come back to the answer, yeah, so far. You know, maybe some new evidence will come along one day and it'll change my mind. Like, you know, should I be drinking coffee while making a video? I don't know. Somebody questioned it. Well, you shouldn't do that because it's very tacky. Well, maybe it is. Oh, it's very good coffee, though. That's the one thing. It's very good coffee. The thing is that we don't question ourselves at times. Now, that's not the same as doubting yourself. You know, when I do things, I have no doubts. I've talked many times about my travels and things like that, but I was thinking about when I went to Japan. That was the very first time I had gone to a foreign country by myself. Now, I've traveled to foreign countries before, but never by myself. Completely by myself. Nobody else with me. So if things went wrong, I was on my own. You know, and I was at this great linguistic disadvantage because even though I knew a few words in Japanese, I didn't know enough to really, you know, if I got in trouble and nobody else was around who spoke English, then I was going to have to just find some other way to communicate. Maybe as I always jokingly say, I'd have to do a little interpretive dance. You know, to communicate my ideals. I don't know. But the bottom line is that's what I was going to have to do. But the one thing was that I was confident that I was going to be okay. See, I do have a belief. You know, the one thing that is unshakable in me is I have a belief in okay. Or not even okay, that in fine. Everything is going to be fine, no matter what. I always believe that. Now, maybe I'm deluded, and it could be, but I think that that works. See, the key is that it's not whether or not it's true. It's a matter of whether or not it works. A long time ago, I used to suffer from anxiety attacks that was so bad I couldn't even go 2 blocks away from home without going to a tremendous panic. And anybody who's ever gone through panic attacks and anxiety attacks, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, trust me, it's bad. You feel like you're about to die. And I couldn't even go 2 blocks away from home without panicking. I could only go so far, you know. And, you know, it was bad. And I learned to just change my thinking. To really believe in, again, as I said before, fine. I'm going to be fine. Everything is going to be okay. I learned to believe in that. Yes, it is a matter of believing without evidence. I have no evidence everything is going to be okay. I have no evidence everything is going to be fine. But I believe it anyway. There's got to be something in this world that you do believe without evidence, that you don't require evidence. The evidence isn't necessary. And the one thing that to me is the case is believing that I'm going to be okay. That everything is going to be just fine. So when I go outside, I can go miles away from home. I can go 6,000 miles away from home, like when I went to Tokyo. I'm 6,000 miles away, and I thought, this is a miracle. I mean, forget about religious issues about it. I'm not even arguing religion. I'm just using the word miracle. I'm thinking, this is a miracle. That I can be on an airplane on my way to Tokyo. When I get there, there I am, 6,000 miles away from home. And I'm not panicking. I'm not going through panic attacks. And I'm thinking, there was a time when I couldn't go 2 blocks from home. The one thing that you should have faith in is that everything is going to be okay. What makes people anxious is when you have uncertainty. And uncertainty isn't so much uncertainty about events or about what's going to happen. You have no control over the events in the world. You can have some influence over things, but you really have no control. Things can happen suddenly. But as long as you have faith that you're going to be fine, you will create that. You'll make it true. And that's what I'm going to say, and that's what I believe, and I don't waver on that. I'm always thinking everything is going to be just fine, no matter what. I have faith in that.